song like a song like a song like a song now. One day, we placed down a box of cereal, just some construction crackers, you know, but now in comes a cat. Meow! Well, she came for the kitty castle tower. She just tousled around the ball a little bit, back and forth. Then she jumped down because she saw the fancy, colorful box, and up she goes to the countertop. Ooh, now this is a fancy treat, perhaps. Maybe, we do not know. Meow. What is inside? But oh, the person has come back. Toku has come back. She's returned. She got the box and she's gonna pour out some of the little hammers that are inside. Oh, the kitty jumps on top of the box. And well, Toku, she's a little bit my cat is on top of the box. Well, I can't really do anything, but at least I can rub my cat because she's a nice cat. And then we will remove her off. And so we will go back and get my little bowl. The kitty reaches after. Oh no. Okay, well, she'll go after. Maybe she can figure out. She's not done with the box yet. As Toku places it back on the shelf and places the bowl on the table and goes on out to get something. Out. The kitty comes and knocks over the trash can, then waddles, and sees the box up there and jumps, braces, jumps, oh, so high in the sky. And there she is, back and forth, and jump up, and ooh, let's lift open the jar, and oh, wow, let's lift little pines out, and whoop. Let's just flick some out, because I can't really reach any without flicking it out. So the kitty goes, meow, and then she jumps down. And then as she jumps down, the person comes back with the spoon she went out to get. And then the kitty just starts flicking them on top of her because it's a kitty. Toku disapproves, but she isn't going to take flicking. Reaches up, she sees that the box is right above her and the cat is on the shelf above her, and she's like, okay, well, I disapprove of this. The kitty even flicks her tail down to make the little hammers fly all over top her friend Toku. Well, at least I have my bowl of my hammers and my hammer cracker. The kitty comes, she jumps, and Toku's like, oh my gosh, no, my bowl. And then the kitty comes, jumps on the couch inside of the living room, climbs over the top of the traffic cone couch, and after comes Toku. Climbs over top of the couch as well, follows the cat, but then crash. Oh, she has to wake up. Okay, she follows her into the next room, and there's a table. The kitty jumps up onto the table and releases the bowl in the process, smacks against the wall, and oh, Toku's like defeated. So was the cat. The cat has also been defeated. And Toku's like, well, let me climb on over. Maybe pat the cat. She is my kitty. I have to know that she's okay. Maybe I'll peek out the window. Where did that bowl go anyway? Okay. Oh, the cat. Hi, cat. You were 100% okay. And then the cat's waving all the way around. Toku's just staring. Oh, now the cat goes and jumps. Oh, she saw the bowl. But if the kitty has a bowl, I have my own idea. I have my own strategy. And so I will just take a little strategy as the snow falls. And so she goes into the kitchen. She comes back out just with the entire box. With her spoon, too. And she just sticks it on in and scoops it on up. And there we go. A munchie. Just munchie. But little does she know, there's just a little bowl, like the bowl that lay in the bush beside. The kitty is coming. She realizes. She doesn't know exactly what's happening. The kitty looks up, lifts the bowl down, and would you like to give me some? The kitty's asking, and Toku's like, okay, I have this box. Should I? I have the box. Maybe no, yeah, okay. And she's just a cat, why not? And so she puts a little treat inside the bowl, and then the cat is like, yep, I've totally victoried this entire situation. Oh, and then the kitty just shoves her face inside. Smushy. And Toku's like, okay. So she wasn't expecting that. She just gave the kitty the privilege into the box, technically, by letting it sit down there. Toku realizes, oh, she's being recorded. She gives us a little wave, salute, and wave. And goodbye. Awoosh. Japow.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my fantabulous kitty story. The cat, she sees this box of crackers, which, well, it's like a cereal cracker made of hammers. She sees them and she's like, oh, wow, that's an interesting thing. And she gets explorative, but then the human comes over and takes the box. Oh, and then the cat is like, The human comes and she brings the bowl and all that. This cat, she just jumps right on top of my cereal box. She's trying to invade the space. I mean, that's kind of what cats do sometimes. If you're like playing a board game or something, the cat would just come and be like, ooh. Cat would jump on the box of the cereal. And then it would be like, eh? Pay attention to me. The human's like, okay, just take you off. It's like they go into the kitchen space and then she puts the box of cereal away, but then she leaves the bowl there and then the cat comes on over and then it reminds me of my cat. I have a cat named Gigi. We have a tall shelf. It's like higher than our head. And if we ever leave the door open, she will jump up there and cat treats in there. She just jumps that height, scrambles up the shelves underneath. There's like different sections. The human comes back with a spoon to eat crackers. Because that's what you do. Cat gets up there, she gets it, and she jumps back down. Human sees like the trash can had been knocked over, and that's what her attention is. But then she sees all this stuff falling all over her head. When a cat digs into a box of something like that, it gets all whoa. The cat jumps down, swats another bunch in her face. The human's like, eh, why not? And she takes off with the bowl, and then after the cat comes, and then she's like, just snatches the bowl. And after the human's like, no, and she says after the cat. Cat is like, goes and like jumps over on the couches and all that, and the human scrambles after. Both go, and the cat just jumps, and the bowl goes flying out the window. It's just like, and releases it out of its mouth. And the human comes and then sees the bowl go flying. She's like, and she rests on the shelf, her hand just grabbing stuff, just like, She sees the cat splatting into the wall. Pow. And then smoosh down. And she's like, well, I might as well see if my cat's good. And she's like, pat on the head. She decides to go out, look out the window to see where the bowl landed. Looks around, doesn't really see a cat. Just peeks around. The cat's completely fine. Cat peeks up. And it just stands there, and the human's like, how dare you? And the cat jumps out the window and goes, and she just watches the cat fall. She's like, ugh. And then she does realize where the bowl had landed. And then after that, she decides, well, she has an idea. Go back to the kitchen, get the box. And she goes out, and then we see her going through the hallway. Section of her porch, her front door porch, yes. And then she just sits there, and she's like, okay. And she just gets her spoon, and she goes in the cereal box, cracker box of mini cereal cracker hammers. Shaped hammers, and then after that she sits there. She doesn't see the bush rustling beside her, and the cat comes with the bowl, and she's like, oh, you're still here. And the cat is like, I have the bowl. The stuff that was inside of it had spilled out. I have an empty bowl now. Will you give me some of the cereal cracker hammer stuff? And the human's like, looks at the box, looks at the kitty, looks at the box, he's like, Okay, and she pours it to the kitty, and the kitty's like, As the second time she pours it down, the kitty's like, the box. Oh, and then she just shoves her head inside the box. But the human's like, what have I done? I've given the kitty the privilege to the box as I've leaned it down over by her face. The kitty's like, and grows bigger because she's like, all the attention's on me. It's on me. The human, it's freezed in time for a moment. Thumbs up, thumbs up, because it's like, yeah. We agree with the cat. The human is like suddenly noticing, oh, I'm being recorded here by everyone. He's like, hi, goodbye. She's like, well, that's my cat. Have a good day. The camera zooms out. Whoosh. 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 And I'll see you in my next creative process video. Stories. Art. KaomiCloud. KaomiCloud. Whoosh.